Welcome to an emotional and dramatic story. Today, we will start Jack's spectacular rescue journey to save his mother, while exploring the mysterious relationship between him, Tu Tien, and General Director Toan. Can true love overcome all challenges, or will new emotions make things complicated? If you're also curious about the fate of the characters, don't forget to like to support this video and comment your thoughts below. Do you think Jack and Tu Tien are compatible? Or will General Director Toan create a big surprise? Click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any part of this fascinating story. Now, let's get started. The story begins in the quiet, peaceful setting of Jack's small home, where he is having a heartfelt conversation with Tu Tien. With her gentle and understanding nature, Tu Tien listens to Jack as he expresses his concerns about not being able to reach his mother. Their conversation goes beyond simply discussing Jack's missing mother. Hidden within their words is a sense of care that Tu Tien holds for Jack. She reassures him, saying, "Everything will be fine." Yet, her voice carries an undertone of unease and sadness. What could she be thinking? Could it be that she fears Jack is bearing too much on his own shoulders? Jack and Tu Tien decide to head to the market to ask about his mother's whereabouts. The bustling market, filled with familiar vendors, creates a lively yet uneasy backdrop. Despite the ordinary scene, Jack's worry is palpable in his every action. Returning home without any new information about his mother, the tension escalates when Jack receives a chilling call from the kidnappers. Their cold voices declare, "Your mother is in our hands. Bring the documents if you want her to stay alive." Faced with this harrowing decision, Jack decides to call the police for help. Throughout this ordeal, Tu Tien remains by his side, quietly offering comfort. She doesn't say much, but her understanding gaze speaks volumes. This scene reflects a deeper connection between the two, an unspoken bond as they face the crisis together. Jack and Tu Tien work with the police to rescue his mother. However, as the police raid the kidnappers' hideout, things take an unexpected turn. The two kidnappers, fleeing the scene, accidentally cross paths with Tu Tien. Luckily, they fail to realize her connection to Jack and simply move on. This moment highlights a new side of Tu Tien, her courage and quick thinking. She decides to flee into the forest, not just to protect herself, but also to ensure she doesn't become a burden to Jack during the rescue mission. As night falls, Jack continues his desperate search for his mother and Tu Tien. His anguish and concern are etched into his face, and echoes of their earlier conversation play in his mind. "Tu Tien, I can't do this without you by my side." Jack's feelings for Tu Tien don't need to be expressed in words. They're evident in the way he looks out for her, in his despair when she disappears, and in the subtle mix of frustration and love in his voice when he realizes she's gone without a trace. While Jack searches frantically, Tu Tien has already encountered CEO Toan and found temporary refuge in the forest with him. Though she's safe for the moment, her eyes reveal an underlying sadness. Perhaps she's not just worried about her own safety, but also feels guilty for leaving Jack to search for her in vain. Meanwhile, Jack's relentless determination drives him to keep looking for her through the night. The video ends with Jack sitting alone in the forest, murmuring to himself, "Tu Tien, where are you?" This story is more than just a rescue mission for Jack's mother. It's also a testament to silent love and quiet sacrifice. The bond between Jack and Tu Tien isn't built on grand declarations, but on subtle, meaningful actions. In the face of adversity, their relationship becomes more poignant, leaving viewers both moved and longing for resolution. Stay tuned for the next part to uncover whether Jack finds Tu Tien and what their future holds. While waiting for things to calm down, CEO Tuan starts a conversation with Tu Tien. He reveals the reasons for his presence in the area, disclosing that he too is being threatened by the kidnappers over documents related to a construction project that Jack had mentioned earlier. Tu Tien, with her intelligence and sensitivity, gradually realizes that CEO Tuan is no ordinary man. He is a significant figure whose presence could either offer opportunities or bring further danger in this crisis. As their conversation becomes more open, CEO Tuan cannot hide his admiration for Tu Tien. He respects her bravery in the face of danger, and at times there's a tender look in his eyes when he gazes at her. However, Tu Tien keeps her distance. Deep down, the image of Jack, the man risking his life to find her, remains vivid in her heart. As night falls, CEO Tuan tries to light a fire for warmth, but the light inadvertently attracts the attention of some unknown individuals. A group of thugs approaches, forcing Tu Tien and CEO Tuan to flee. In the chaos, they become separated. Tu Tien, alone in the forest, must confront her fears and confusion. Meanwhile, CEO Tuan, despite suffering minor injuries, struggles to find his way back to protect her. This situation helps them both realize the value of each other in such perilous circumstances. After a long night of searching, Jack finally finds Tu Tien. This scene is filled with emotion as Jack can't hold back his tears and pulls her into a tight embrace. He scolds her for leaving without a word, but deep down, he feels relieved that she is safe. In Jack's arms, Tu Tien feels comforted. At the same time, however, she cannot hide her concern for CEO Tuan, who is still wandering alone in the forest. She persuades Jack to return to search for him, and though Jack feels a twinge of jealousy, he agrees. When the group finds CEO Tuan, he is in a state of exhaustion. Jack notices a unique connection between CEO Tuan and Tu Tien that he hadn't seen before. The way CEO Tuan looks at her is not just one of gratitude but also of affection. However, Tu Tien maintains a measured attitude. She shows no sign of harboring any special feelings for CEO Tuan. In her heart, Jack remains the most important person. After returning safely, CEO Tuan offers to help Jack and Tu Tien resolve the issue with the documents that the kidnappers are after. During this process, he and Tu Tien have many opportunities to work closely together. His growing feelings for her become increasingly evident, but Tu Tien skillfully avoids crossing any boundaries. Jack, though slightly uneasy, continues to trust Tu Tien. He understands that their relationship is built on trust and love, and he is determined to protect it. The story ends with a sense of balance, but also lingering tension. CEO Tuan may continue to pursue Tu Tien, while Jack strengthens his bond with her. What will happen next in this complicated relationship? Who will Tu Tien choose if